it's your girl Let's Play Nay, and I'm back with another video. So today I am going to show you guys how to make a Bad Girls Club animations for like role plays or filming, whatever you decide to do with them. I'll show you guys how to make them, well, how I make them. It's real easy. All you need is Roblox Studio. You don't need any other program. This doesn't require any scripting, nothing. Like, first, what you're gonna want to do obviously is open up Roblox Studio. I'm starting with a like blank little base plate just to start off with. Once you have Roblox Studio open, you're gonna want to go ahead and download Moon Animator plugin. This is the animation plugin that I use. You can use any animation plugin you want, but I feel like Moon for me is easiest. Then once you have Moon Animator installed, I'll actually have a link to install it down in the description. So once you have that done, what you're gonna want to do is open up the toolbox, and we're gonna go ahead and get animation tool. So look up animation tool in the toolbox and make sure you get the one that says animation tool by Inami Banks. That's the one that we're gonna need. So click on that. Just click yes when it asks if you want to put in the starter pack. Click yes and it'll show up right here. So this is basically where we're gonna place all of our animation. So once we have that, we can go ahead and close out of the toolbox. And now we're gonna want to get a rig model. And this is where we're gonna actually create the animations on, is the actual rig. So click on build rig and click on either R15 or R6, whichever one you prefer. And make sure you click on the same one that your game supports. So for example, if your avatar settings is on R6, make sure you do this on R6, otherwise it's not gonna work. Like, you can't use a R6 rig and you can't use that in a R15 supported game. So I'm gonna use R6. I'm gonna just use a woman rig. The reason why I use a woman rig, I feel like it's most accurate. So once that's done, you're gonna want to open the Moon Animator. So go to plugins and Moon Animator. So once we have Moon Animator open, click on file, new animation, keep it to set, leave it how it is, keep it on animation type, name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna make a quick little bash, and like I'm gonna do one to where like the character is bashing somebody else in their head, kind of like Bree did Key off of BGC 17. If you're a BGC fan, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and do that one. That's the animation we're gonna be making. So click confirm. Once you have that done, go to item, add item, and click on your rig and click OK. So now as you can see, we have the different body parts that is attached to our rig. So what you're gonna want to do now is click on torso, then hold your shift key. So click on left leg, that way it'll highlight everything. So once you highlight everything, you're gonna click on the plus sign. So this is basically our key. We're gonna add our keyframe, and we want the starting point to be just a normal like default starting point. So once you're done with that, you can start with the actual animation. So before you actually do that, make sure you move your keyframe a little to the right. You don't want it too far out because it'll move extremely slow, and if you put it too close, it'll move fast. Unless you want your animation to move like that, go ahead. But I just make mine like move like a realistic speed, so I'll put it like around right here. And if I feel like it's too fast, I'll just move it to the right. If I feel like it's too slow, I'll just move it to the left, closer to the first set of keyframes. So once I have that done, I'm gonna just go ahead and start my actual animations. So the way I want to make it to where like she's leaning her head over and she just bopping the next person in the head. Like you'll see once I'm done. So let's go ahead and put her arm right here. And another thing that I feel like would be easy, just like if you want to make sure your animation is super accurate, it would be smart to get another rig and put it like right in front of the rig you're actually animating, just to make sure like the distance and the proportions are accurate. Like you want to make sure the fist is actually hitting the face and stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and test it out. Oh, no, baby. This is going too slow. So like I said, you can always edit it and tweak it around. Like mine is going a little slow. So I'm gonna like just move it. The way you do it is you hold your left mouse key, well mouse button, and then just drag it down whichever set of keyframes you wanna like move. So let's move this a little closer. So once we have that done, what I want to do is I want it to repeat a little bit. I don't want it to just happen once and then stop. Highlight the keyframes right after the first set of keyframes. Then click Shift C. Move the timeline bar right next to the end, well, the last keyframe, and then Shift B. Then that's gonna make it to where that way they'll bash the heifer's head in multiple times. Alright, so we have our animation done. Once we're done with that, you're gonna want to click on, well, actually you can save it if you want, but yeah, go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and save it. Then what you're gonna want to do is click on the number 5 on your keyboard, and then we have a folder will populate that says Moon Animator Export. So don't click on the saves one, click on the, make sure you're inside of the export folder. And here we have our actual animation. So once we have that, oh, let me open my properties. I don't have that open. Okay, sorry. Alright, so you want to click on this, right click it, and then click Save to Roblox. Put any random description. And then what you're gonna want to do is copy the ID. Click on this little these two little square thingies, close it, and now we're done with Moon Animator. Then once you're done with that, go down to your starter pack, click on Animation Tool, open the little drop down arrow, and then click on the animation. Then go down to the properties, and where it says Animation ID, you're gonna want to paste the ID we just copied, and then click enter, and that's gonna be our animation. So let's go ahead and try it out. What I get it. Yeah, all right, so now that we're in game, we're gonna want to click on our animation. As you can see, I know you fucking lying, bitch. Okay, this is kind of ugly. Don't judge me, y'all. This is like this was a rushed thing. So we can test it out by going to the dummy, just making sure it's accurate. One thing I could have did was made the arms a little closer to the face. But once again, y'all, like, I would prefer y'all take your time with this, because you don't want people, you know, playing your games and clowning your animations. So make sure y'all actually take your time to do these right. And it's really not hard. All you have to do is like make sure everything is accurate. Like, one thing that I do is I'll get up like in real life sometimes and just like pose or like do a stance as if I'm fighting, and then I copy that and then I replicate it into the actual animation, so it can be as realistic looking as all this as possible. So there you go, there's your animation. And to stop it, you just alright, one more thing, y'all. Make sure to click on these two arrows right here. This is the looping thing. Make sure to turn that off, otherwise your animation will never stop. So we're gonna go ahead and save it, and I'm gonna just click 5 again. Right click it, save to Roblox, do the same thing, and then let's copy it one more time. My bad guy. Go to animation and then repaste it. Now let's try it. Okay, so now it's not looping. At first it was going like non-stop, like it wasn't stopping, like she was just gonna be bashing somebody's head for eternity, and we don't want that. So make sure to have that deselected, otherwise your animation won't stop. So yeah, that's how you make a fighting that's how you make a Bad Girls Club fighting animation. And I'll have a video coming up soon to where I actually show you guys how to make them like nice and accurate. Like, this was like some basic little, like, this is stiff, this is not all that. Like, I don't know, I can do way better than this actual animation. This is just for the sake of a video, but I can show you guys how to actually make them realistic and make them look actually good. Oh, and another thing, to actually name your animations, all you have to do is click on the animation tool, go to name, and then change it to whatever you want to, and that's how it will appear in your inventory. So, and if you want to make multiple animations, just just duplicate this and copy and paste it, and do the same method we did for this one for all your other animations. Copy into this animation right here, this animation thingy. See, bash head. And yeah, that's how you name it and title your animations. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, ask them in the comments and I will be glad to help. Bye.